So now that we've got this guy out, we can pull it apart, have a look inside, and see if it's all jammed up. You see here, there's just torque screws to open that up, so I'll open those up and I'll show you what's inside. Okay, so we've lifted this off, last little bit here, under the screws obviously. Now prying this off, here we go. Oh yeah, is it gummed up inside? That is exactly the same as my research showed, that the water has leaked on its way through to here. So when we clean this all up and put it back together, we will be putting some sealant onto here where it presses in, so the water supply doesn't leak like that and gum all that up. So now it's a matter of pulling that out. I would suggest take a photo of it at that point so you can see where everything is, where all the levers and all the rest of it are. And then we'll clean it all up and go from there. So this major component here levers up. I just got in underneath, and that big swing arm, that is your drive arm for the wiper. So that obviously is going to need to be lubricated, and that arm there needs to be free so it can come in and out. WD-40 is the best for this sort of situation. You know, a lot of you of course will just swap this out, won't be playing with this, but you can see that's totally bound up there. So the old motor has been driving, trying to turn. The gears aren't stripped, so hopefully when we get all this freed up and moving, it'll come back to life. Okay, so this arm mechanism on mine had frozen up, and it's a matter of WD-40, like it was totally stuck, and I had to give it a bit of a tap with a hammer to get it to move. But as you can see now, it's moving again and moving quite freely. So what I'll do now, I'll keep washing it, rinsing it, wiping it with a paper towel is what I'm doing. Just getting as much of that muck out. But that's gone from totally rigid to now moving again quite freely. So then the next step is that we pry this up. It's just a matter of a blade and a screwdriver, and just give it a bit of a lever around in different places. Don't go anywhere near the metal contacts. You just need to pry that up. And then when you lift that off, just lift that up, and you got these contacts on the back, so it's a matter of cleaning the contacts there. The other side of the contacts are these two raised parts here and here, so make sure they're still standing up and give them all a good clean so it's all contacting, and give everything a clean wear. That'll also give us the ability to clean this worm drive here and the teeth on the wheel as well. So sadly, well, I've shown you how to repair yours. It's not going to work for mine. I've just bought this car and need a roadworthy, so need the rear wiper working. So therefore, I'm making up a story. I'm thinking that whoever's had this car, the rear wiper's stopped, and it's been a long time that it's been stopped, because that was totally seized. As I said, had to use a hammer to undo it. Also, this was seized. I've loosened it, but this motor constantly being trying to run for who knows, it could be years, against just a stop has burnt out. It's no good. The next thing I went to is I checked the wires, and I am getting 12 volt coming through to here when the wipers are turned on. So there is power coming through, but the motor's not turning. So she's dead. So if you do have this situation of a rear wiper, don't muck around, get onto it. Don't just leave it straining and running, because otherwise you'll do your motor in like I did. So there you go. But for you, good luck. Put yours all back together, clean it up, and hopefully it'll go. But for mine, no luck. Could not get this motor here to run at all. And so therefore, it's a new unit. Just for reference sake, this is the one we've been working on. And this is another one that hasn't had a water leak. I've had this car for 2.5 years. I've got two 1 Series here at the moment. This one needs a roadworthy, so I'm pinching bits off this one to roadworthy it, and the bits that come, I'll fit back onto that one. But have a look inside. This is quite a bit different. No rust, all nicely greased up, all working like a charm. Fancy big box has arrived. Now have a look inside. Certainly no complaints about the packaging. This again is a non-genuine part that I got. Over $600 from BMW for the original part for one of these. And this was less than 10%. This was 60. Again, I'll put a link in the description for you for a non-genuine one. I'll put a link for a genuine one if I can find it as well. But yeah, it was between $600 and $700 for one of these, and $60 for a non-genuine. And you have a look and you go, okay, how's the build quality? It looks exactly the same, and absolutely brilliant quality. Everything's the same in every way. The details about the motor, the build of it. Very impressed with this. We'll plug it in and see how it goes, but I'm liking the look of what I see. This is where the tube plugs in there. So we'll put him in, and certainly they've taken care of it in the packaging. Have a look at that. But great. All right, we'll put him in, put it to the test. Perfect. Just do up to 3 bolts. The one tip when you're doing something like this on with bolts is to do them up just a little bit. Just do them up finger tight, all of them. Get it into position, and then nib them up tight. But just do it all even, instead of locking this into place and then having that all crooked. And the alignment point, of course, is that it needs to come out here nice and straight and together, which it's doing. So this has got the washer in the middle, and the wiper goes on the outside. So that's in. Then it's just a matter of putting the tube onto here and the plug into there, and that's it. Super duper simple. 3 bolts, put the tube, I blocked mine off, put the plug in, which the plug is just like that. Click, and then you give it a check that it won't come out. All good. We've just got to pull that screw out, and then that's it. It's fully installed. Then we just put the cover on.